Hi my angels and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a get ready with me on this look, which is a look that I wore to a destination wedding in the south of France last week, and it was actually for Victoria from In the Froze wedding, and this is my entire look that I wore, including my amazing outfits. If you want to see how I got this entire look, then please keep watching. So, seeing as this was a destination wedding and it was so hot, I had to make sure I had my SPF on. I'm using my trusty Tatcha SPF. I love this stuff and it preps my skin really nicely as well. For primer, I'm using none other than my All Nighter setting spray. I love this as a primer. And next up, I'm going to move on to concealer because I feel like doing this step next makes me put less things on my face as my base. So I'm taking the Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay in the shade 40 NY, and then going over the nose kind of area with the Too Faced sculpting concealer. And this is in the shade Porcelain, and I'm mainly concentrating this like around the sides of my nose, and then going in with the Rimmel Radiance Lasting Radiance concealer. And this is just going to add some luminosity to the under eyes. And then I'm just going ahead and blending all of those areas out. And I feel like because I've got concealer on these areas, I don't then put foundation on top of them. So it's like getting that full glam kind of look, but without feeling like you've got loads of product on your skin. So I love doing this, especially when I'm in like hot weather or hot climates. So once I'm done with that, we're going to move on to foundation. So I'm taking the Stay Naked foundation and the new Fenty Beauty foundation, and then I'm actually spraying some more All Nighter onto the back of my hand where I applied that foundation to mix, and then I'm putting that all onto my face. And I really did feel like this gave that extra like sticking power because it was so hot this day and my makeup stayed put all the way till the end of the night. So I was really happy with this extra little step. I feel like I sandwich the All Nighter setting spray into like so many parts of my base, but honestly it works wonders. So this is what I'm doing here, just make sure it's blended all out, and then I'm using the concealer end to make sure that there's no like harsh lines between the concealer that we already put on and the foundation that we put on top of it. Seeing as the foundation and concealer's all done, I'm taking a little bit more of the All Nighter setting spray and setting my whole face with that, and then I am going in with another step of just pressing that into the skin, and this is just so that it's going to help make sure everything is really locked into place. And we're going to let our skin just sit for a bit, and I actually moved on to my eyes next. So for my eyeshadow base, I'm taking the Louise and MMMMitchel eyeshadow base, and this is in the shade Blank Canvas, I believe. And I'm just popping this onto my eyelids. And once I've done the other eye as well, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to set this, but I'm so used to setting my eyelids before I go in with my eyeshadow that I did do that, but I feel like you don't have to do this. But here I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder and just setting my eyelids in place. And I thought whilst I'm at it, I might as well just do my concealer as well. So you'll see me next going in underneath my eyes and also pretty much any other area where we applied any kind of concealer. So that's kind of like on my chin kind of area, around my mouth, and then also a little bit on the middle of my eyebrows as well. And here you can see my skin, what it's looking like. I'm taking this Stila Magnificent Liquid Eyeshadow. I believe it's in the shade called Cloud, and it's such a stunning color. I've had this in my drawer for ages, so I thought I'm going to pack this with me because it went with my outfit really well. So I'm getting this onto my eyelids and just blending the edges out. And I'm not going to lie, I could have literally stopped the eyeshadow look here because it's so simple and pretty, just with a little bit of bronzer on the crease maybe. But I did go in and add a little bit extra because I wanted a little bit more of a glam look that would take me on to the reception. So I kind of did like a semi-glam-ish look, but I'm taking the corner purple shade from this NYX palette and I'm going over the top, and this is just going to start adding some dimension to the look and some depth to the look. And this just kind of, I feel like, met the color of my outfit a little bit more because the other one was a little bit sheer. Even though I could totally get away with it, I thought I'd just deepen it up like very slightly. And then I'm taking the lilac shade from this Huda Beauty neon palette and packing that on top just to make sure it's not left that like lilac tone and it's not turned to like brown in a sense. So I'm just adding that on top just to make sure that the lilac is still like well and truly in there. And then for the crease shade, I'm literally just taking my contour powder. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpt Powder, and I'm popping this on to the crease. And I did use this also on my cheeks as well, and I love tying the bronzer in my eyes to the like bronzer and contour on my cheeks and my face into my eyes as well, because I feel like the whole look just looks really put together. So once I'm done with the other eye, just making sure that it's all nice and even looking as possible. So I'm making sure that I'm just using a very nice fluffy brush for doing that. I'm actually going to take the black shade, the matte black shade from that same NYX Swear By It palette. And I'm basically pushing this color on my lash line. And I find that sometimes if you feel like I don't know where to take the eyeshadow look, whenever you do this, it feels like you've spent so much time on your eyeshadow when you've really not. So what I like to do is I like to push that color into the lash line and just very slightly, very, very slightly just blend it into the color that's on the lid. And it just honestly makes it look like you've spent forever on your eyes, or you've had your eyes done like professionally by someone else. But I find that this just gives it that extra like glam kind of vibe without going too heavy with like a full-on winged liner. And once I was done with that, I did move on to my eyebrows. I used 2 shades of Precisely My Brow from Benefit. I am going to do like an in-depth video of how I do my brows, because I feel like my technique has changed quite a lot, especially even the last few months. I feel like it's changed quite a lot. So I'm taking the lighter shade and putting that on the whole like bottom line of my brow and also the front third. And then I do go in with a slightly darker shade as well to kind of deepen that up and add in some more hair strokes into my brows. Once I am done with the kind of color placement of all of that, I do go in with my 24-hour brow setter, which is honestly hands down the best brow gel you will ever come across. Like, this stuff will keep your brows in place until you wash your makeup off. I absolutely love this, so I knew I had to pop this on, and quite a fair bit of it, because I just wanted to make sure that my brows were looking amazing like the whole day and night as well. So I'm just adding a little bit of Gimme Brow just to make sure that the color is still nice and intense before moving on to my lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, again, I'm just using my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpt Powder and popping that on. I didn't want to make the lower lash line too heavy because my outfit was such like a light pretty color that I didn't want to kind of overpower it by too much makeup. Sometimes I do the opposite when I'm wearing like a really simple like outfit, then I love to extra like glam up the eyes and glam up the face, but this time we went pretty simple on the lower lash. I'm taking the Bambi Eye False Lash Mascara and getting that onto my lower lashes. I love this for my lower lashes. It doesn't transfer and it just looks flipping amazing. It makes my eyelashes look really long and like fluttery. So for my contour, I'm going in with a cream contour first. I'm using my trusty Hollywood contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury, putting that into the usual areas and then also blending all of those lines away. And I love this because it is so easy to blend. I feel like you can't really blend this wrong, if you know what I mean, because it is so super creamy in the formula. So making sure everything's nicely blended and also making sure whatever I've got left on my brush, I just went over like my mouth area and then blending those nose contour lines as well. And then I always go over the top with my beauty blender just to make sure everything's nice and not too strong looking. I'm taking this Heavy Metals glitter eyeliner from Decay in the shade Pyro, and I'm popping this on top of the eyeshadow. I'm kind of like dotting it all on and then just blending it in with my finger. I find like this is like a really nice and easy way to get like a subtle hint of glitter onto the eyes as well. So once I'm happy with the way that's looking, it was time for some highlight. And I know I haven't been able to put this down in forever, but this is the Champagne Pop highlighter from Becca Cosmetics. And I'm getting that onto my brow bone. I'm kind of focusing this on like the arch of my eyebrow and then just blending the lines away because it hits the light really beautifully. We're going to jump back into skin and I'm going to take my Back to Bronze bronzer and I'm getting that onto my usual areas that I like to bronze. So it's basically everywhere we put the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and I'm kind of pressing this into the skin. I love pressing it. I just feel like it lasts so much longer, and I learnt this technique from Adam, who I'm going to leave a link to in the info box below because he did my makeup, which is a video that's coming up soon as well. But yeah, I just love that technique that he taught me, and I'm just getting this onto, blending it and getting it onto all the other usual areas. And again, I'm taking that contour shade from Kevyn Aucoin and just very slightly dusting it into like the hollows of my cheeks. This is just to add shadow, not to like really kind of mess around too much with the color, but just to add a bit of shadow. And then also on my nose as well. Moving on to highlight again, we are taking the same Champagne Pop and I'm popping that on to my bridge of my nose. And I love kind of focusing this from like the center of my nose up kind of towards like the middle of my brows, and then also popping it on to my cheekbones. And I just This is by far like probably my favorite highlight ever. I just love, love, love using it. And then for blush, I'm using none other than Sweet Enough. This is the blush that I wore to my wedding, and I literally wear it to every single wedding that I've been to pretty much since then. It just brings back all the memories, and I love like feeling all nostalgic about it. So yeah, getting this onto my cheeks, and then I'm also taking this slightly darker shade right here, and I'm just intensifying the crease slightly. Once like my makeup's coming together, I always feel like my eyes need like a little bit more of something. So this is when I go in and I can always kind of add more glitter or more stuff in the crease. And this is what I'm doing here. So I'm just intensifying that until I'm happy with the way that it's looking. And then I very quickly popped my bindi, or as Gujus call it, a chandler on my head. So yeah, I'm just getting that. I tried to get the color as close as possible to my outfit, but it's slightly on the blue tone. But here I'm just popping my Ruger London earrings. I absolutely love these. They are so stunning. And then it was time to do my hair. So for my hair, because it was so hot, I just wanted to have it sleek and up in a super high ponytail. So this is what I like to do. I like to get half of my hair first and get that really nice and sleek and like very smooth looking, and then I tie the half up first and make sure I'm happy with the way that it's all looking. I start to like kind of hairspray all the little hairs down to my head and make sure that it's really looking nice and sleek. And then once I've kind of got that to where I want it to be, I take the rest of my hair and add it up into that half ponytail. And I just feel like this lasts so much longer in my hair, and I feel like my ponytail can get a lot higher and it can look a lot fuller as well. So I'm just adding one more rubber band, and I did actually tie like a piece of hair of mine around this as well, but I totally forgot to film it. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just taking some of the dark shades from this palette and just filling in my hairline and making sure that it's looking nice and not crazy empty. I feel like recently my hair has been falling out so much that I feel like this has definitely affected my hairline. So I'm just going in and kind of like evening things out in there. And then once I was done with that, I realized I still have some pesky little hairs flying up and about. So I'm just spraying all those down. And I find that like kind of like pushing my nails into my like hair really helps kind of keep them there as well. So not forgetting the back as well, because I always seem to forget that bit, and then I always have like random hairs sticking out in the middle of the day. So yeah, just making sure I'm really happy with the way that everything is looking. And then I realized I forgot to tightline, so I'm taking my Rock and Kohl eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the black one, and I am just popping that onto my upper waterline, so tightlining. And this is just going to help everything look really super complete, and also the lash line look a lot thicker as well. Moving on to lips, I'm taking this Rimmel lip liner. This is in the shade Addiction, and I am lining my lips. Nothing out of the ordinary, just full on just lining them. I actually didn't even fill them in really, because I knew the lipsticks that I was going to use after were going to last a long, long time. So I'm using Fenty's liquid lipstick here in the shade Unbutton and popping that onto my lips. And I kind of felt like, I don't know, it wasn't looking too like pinky. I wanted it to have a slight hint of pink, which I thought the lip liner might do, but then instead I just went on top with the Don't Pink of It Rouge Edition Velvet from Bourjois. And honestly, guys, I didn't top up my lips once that night, and they pretty much stayed put the whole time. So super pleased with that combination. And one last step to do is to set our face now that all of our makeup is done. So I'm just getting my all-nighter setting spray and setting the whole of my face. And after that mammoth of so many products and so many things, I am done with the Get Ready With Me. This is my final makeup look, and I absolutely loved it. It was super pretty and still quite glamorous at the same time, but nothing too crazy. Very, very me look that I tend to wear quite a lot, but I love, love, love the cool toneness of this eyes. And this is my outfit. It's actually from my trousseau in London, and I absolutely love it. I literally did not want to take it off, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will hopefully see you guys all in my next one. Bye!